pick up where we left off on the Gyruss. So I've decided to replace that panel. And, you know, taking the monitor out of this thing was not as easy as it should have been. I thought I could get away with just by removing the two speakers that were here, but in reality, I needed to remove one of the brackets that were here. So this is the one bracket that's left, and I did have to take out this one so that I could get the monitor out through the back because it wouldn't quite clear the front. That's fine. So I've gone ahead and I've removed this panel. I've actually started to manufacture the other one already. Let's go take a look at that. Here's the old panel on top with the new one down on the bottom. So far it's not been too difficult. I just need to put the speaker holes in, and I did try to match up the groove here, this angle, not a groove, but it's like a, you know, place for the monitor to rest, or the monitor plexi to rest. I did get a little squirrely over here, but it's not bad. You're not going to see it until you take the monitor plastic off. I'm going to try using the router with a template bit to get through and do this speaker grill. We'll see how that works out. If it doesn't work out well, I will trace and use the jigsaw again, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the template bit makes everything go very quick. We'll see. So I just use a compact router, and this is what a template bit looks like. It has a roller bearing here to match the template, and then those blades should cut the material down below. It may not work because this material is thicker, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it just makes it. Well, that didn't work. I'm not going to use the router. I don't know. It started chewing things up, and I didn't like the way it felt, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the jigsaw. We'll drill a hole into each slot here, and then just cut it out with the jigsaw. So here's a pile of dust from making another panel because I was not happy with how this one turned out. Here in the back, the holes, the router really did a number on it, so I saved it, but I'm not happy with it. And yeah, in the process of doing things, this other one actually started to fall apart, so it's good that I am making another one because I was questioning building it and didn't really want to, but I did it anyway. And it's good because that one is disintegrating. So I'm waiting for paint to dry on here. It needs another coat. We did the speaker grills, and yeah, you can see that there's that little lip we put there. But yep, now it's just a matter of finishing that and maybe getting some new speakers to put in too, because the speakers are in rough shape. Let me show you those. So here is the working speaker, and as you can see, it also melted that center cone there. And this is the original one. I'm convinced of it. It's old enough, and I've seen other people posting these. So it was a test high fidelity speaker, 15 watts with a max of 40 watts, and it is an 8 ohm speaker. Let me get the tape measure out and we'll measure it so that everybody can replace these if they need to. Let's take some measurements here. So if we go directly across, we can see this is 5 inches around, but I'm not quite sure how they measure these. If I go this dimension here, it ends up being 5 7/8 from the end of the tab to the end of the tab. We really should be doing from the center of the circle, the center of the hole to the center of the hole, and that's 5.5 inches diagonally. We'll measure the other one. That should be the same. Yep, 5.5 inches. And then if we measure the tabs going this way from center to center, it's about 4 inches. So I'm showing you this so that in case you need to find another speaker that matches. And we do need to worry about the height on this one. So this height comes in at just about 1.5 inches. I'll do it from the side here. About 1.5 inches. And there's the back. But yeah, there you go. That is the speaker dimensions if you need to replace it, which chances are you might. Now, my right side blew out, and I talked to somebody else, and they also said their right side speaker blew out. So I don't know if that's a common theme amongst you guys, but it is good to consider. So I've put this new panel back in. We've got the brackets in, speaker grills. Still need to put the monitor in. And I tell you, I don't know why. It seems like every Century cabinet I've worked with, the control panels, they just always seem to want to rub in here. Track and field, Gyruss, I don't get it. But, I mean, I can try to adjust this a little bit more. But there's not much more room to adjust on the panel here, but this will at least be more supportive anyway than the one that is falling apart. Crumbling away. See? Gone. All right. We'll adjust that the best we can and then put the monitor in. But no, you know, as far as putting it back in, I went in through the front and I put the brackets on this panel first. So that way when I was in here, I could have something to line, it was easier to line up. But yeah, there you go, a new panel. Ideally, I would have put some melamine, laminate, or vinyl on, but black paint's going to work for now. All right, it's finally back together. The only thing left to do now is clean it and put a couple last screws in, the back door in, and etc. But we're back together after rebuilding all those pieces. Just to recap, we had to rebuild that roof panel, and we also had to rebuild the speaker panel, and I think I'm going to get a plunge router. I have a compact router, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so future purchase is going to be the plunge router. I'm not quite sure how I didn't do it. I mean, here you can see, like, I actually screwed one up and I was not happy with it and cut another one. But here's the old one. As you can see, it didn't survive. It fell apart. But we use this one as a base. The only thing it didn't carry over, and I kind of wish I did, but it's fine now, is I wish I put the T-nuts in. The other thing is, too, they used, this is particle board, and I used MDF, and MDF sucks. I hate MDF. MDF is heavy, it's dense, hence the name, medium density fiberboard, which makes it difficult for screws to go through unless you pre-drill. So keep that in mind if you're using MDF and screws and such, but particle board would have been no problem. Next time maybe I'll do particle board just to keep it original. I had MDF lying around, so I was like, well, I'll just use that. It's sturdy. But Gyruss and Century did not use MDF, they used particle board. But anyway, now I'm at my favorite part, cleaning. I get to clean the whole cabinet. I just finished vacuuming it. No sense in listening to that racket. But now we're going to clean it, and we got to clean the control panel and just wipe the whole game down before we can bring it in. This is a patina, not even a refurb. This is like, can we survive? Keep it going and have it survive. We rebuilt only the panels we needed to. We didn't repaint everything. We left it pretty much original, and Greg is happy. Aren't you, Greg? You're very happy. Peace be with you too. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and clean it, and then we'll turn it on. I put my makeshift speaker in it for now. It's not the one. I am going to replace the speakers eventually, but I had an extra speaker lying around, so now that I have sound out of both speakers. And while it sounds fine, I'm not going to keep it. I want something better. Maybe we put like a subwoofer or something in this game. That'd be cool. I still need to clean off. There's still some adhesive stuff that I can see on the plexi, and there is some graffiti too that you probably can't see. Maybe you can see it. You see that M right there? There's a heart. It's upside down at the moment, but there's like a faint heart scratched in. It was, I don't know, who was it? I like turn this upside down. See if we can read it. Oh, and it's reversed. It's SW and CF. Whoever SW and CF are, you vandalized this game. Shame on you. But we're gonna go ahead and clean it. We're gonna use some simple green and a magic eraser, and we'll go from there. At some point down the road, we may put new T-molding on, or keep this T-molding. This is very unlike me to not change the T-molding out, but I don't know. I'm feeling patina, partially because, you know, it's got the, like, this tax stamp sticker here. I like that stuff. I mean, it's falling off and it says void, but it's just a cool little piece. All right, off to cleaning land. All right, here it is. We're gonna call it the end of the video and mostly done. And I think I might turn the attract sound off at some point in time because that could get annoying real quick. It is on free play now, and you can tell how long this is taking me to do because the beer has changed. I don't know if there's another beer earlier in the video, but it's changed seasonally. So this project was probably started in the summer, and it's now October. But anyway, it's all done. Patina is here. It's staying. I've cleaned it. I've wiped it off. The only thing I have left to do, I'm bummed about this, and I do remember this when I picked this up, is the back door. The back door doesn't fit. Well, the back door fit then, but barely, and it's now too big. It grew, but it's the particle board stuff. So if I force it in there, I'm going to take this out. And I talked about replacing that, and I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. But yeah, I just want to play games. I don't want to work on them. I need more time playing. So everything's in here. The door's hanging on. It's not going anywhere, but I am going to take the saw out, and I'm going to cut off part of it so that it fits just like a fraction of an inch. And we should be good. And then eventually I'll probably need to rebuild another door because it's disintegrating. So we'll do that at some point too. This one also has these like skis on it, which I think somebody added. I can tell these are like nice. They're like harder wood than the particle board. But while they're nice, don't use them because it's just blocking that's stapled in to the other side, and that means you're putting the entire weight of the cabinet on its back, and only that blocking is holding it. It's not going to work. It blew out some of the blocking that was in there. I had actually put it back, just from the trip back. So here it is, yeah, it's done. There's patina on this side, and there's that part down there that we kept and put wood hardener onto, so now it's not going to disintegrate anymore. And let's check the other side out. This is Greg's game. Hope you're happy, Greg. It's living another day. You know, it's got its marks and whatnot on here. But Century definitely did not make expensive cabinets. They were not the Cadillac of arcade cabinets. Yeah, so I have one more thing to do. Let me do that real quick. So I do need to give a shout out to my friend Gibby. Thanks, Gibby. You know, this came complete with the taillight warranty. This is a cabinet from him that, you know, we actually, it came all the way from Virginia, but prior to that, it was in the Carolinas. So this has made its way all the way up north, which is probably why it's seen some moisture. But thanks a lot, Gibby, for the board and the game. And this is going to go to get some play now and live another day. Not a full restore like our friend Jeff Kinder, but we will enjoy playing this. And now we can compete for some scores while we wait for you to finish your Gyruss project. But thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms because I didn't finish it, well, it's done. It's patina. This is a patina job. This is not a full-blown restoration, but feel free to ask. This is let's keep it going. It's a survivor. I'm not restoring it. My opinion on restorations now is if it's all mostly there, let's leave what we can and keep the rest and have it tell its story. I'm into the story aspect of it right now. But you can see here like how easily this stuff scratches from Centauri. It's quickly stenciled, and as you can see, mud was here as well. Yeah. Fun to do this one. It was actually very interesting seeing how they put this cabinet together and how inexpensively they built these cabinets. Just the whole entire process. All right, Ari, I'm done. I'm done talking, and I'm going to finish my beer because I earned it, even though it's like 99% done. I just need to trim that back door, and then I can bring it in the house. What's gonna leave? We don't know. We'll find out. Thanks again for watching.